Let me say something that might hit you right between the eyes. If you're feeling the profit squeeze right now or in 2025, it's not because you're lazy, it's not because you're a bad dentist, and it's not because you need more new patients. Most of the time, it's because you've been leading a production machine instead of a profit system. But here's the good news. It's not a character flaw. That's a skill, which means in 2026, you can learn it, you can install it, and you can win. Welcome back to the Dentistry Made Simple. I'm T-Bone, and this is your 2026 kickoff, a short reset to help you step into this year with clarity, energy, and a real plan to protect what matters, your margin and your freedom. I want you to think back to last year for a second. How many days did you go home thinking, we were slammed? Why didn't it feel like we were winning? Collections looked okay, but the bank account isn't moving. I'm working hard, but I'm not getting ahead. That is the profit squeeze. And it creates something worse than stress. It creates doubt. Doubt that you're cut out for ownership. Doubt that dentistry can still deliver the life you want. Doubt that your team will ever get it. And doubt that maybe somebody else should be owning your practice. So here's the thought reversal. Profit isn't a math problem. It's a leadership problem. Because what you tolerate repeats. What you track improves. And what you lead grows. So today I'm giving you a simple identity shift and a Q1 plan you can actually execute. Here it is. In the first quarter of 2026, you're going to do three things. First, we're going to stop the bleeding. Second, we're going to raise the value per hour. And third, we're going to protect your calendar like a CEO. Let's go. So let's talk about stop the bleeding. First, stop the bleeding, because motivation doesn't come from hype. Motivation comes from momentum, and momentum comes fast. When you stop the leaks, that makes you feel like you're running on a treadmill. Here's the move. This week, put 60 minutes on the calendar. And you and whoever helps you at your practice, whoever your go-to person that owns the numbers, you're not doing a deep dive. You're looking for the obvious villains. Ask these 5 questions. 1. What's your overhead percentage right now? 2. What grows the most in the last 12 months? Supplies, lab, payroll, merchant fees, one-time equipment costs, whatever it is. 3. What are we paying for that we don't use or don't measure? 4. Where are we leaking chair time? No-shows, same day unscheduled, low-value dentistry crowding out high-value dentistry. 5. Where are we undercharging relative to reality? Fees not updated, poor coding discipline, procedures that lost margin. Now listen carefully. You are not trying to fix 10 things. Pick one leak. Name it. Give it a deadline. Let me repeat that. Pick one leak. Name it. Give it a deadline. Assign an owner. Here's the truth bomb. If you see it, but don't assign it, you didn't actually see it. You just observed. And here's the hope. When you fix one leak, you don't just make more money, you start regaining belief. And belief is fuel. Now, second, raise your value per hour. This is where most dentists miss the game. This is what we do unbelievably well at 3D Dentists. The practice doesn't get freedom by doing more dentistry. It gets freedom by doing better dentistry with intention. You don't have a profit problem. You have a procedure mix problem, which comes from a scheduling problem. If your best procedures are getting crowded out by low margin chaos, you will stay squeezed. no matter how hard you work. So here's the Q1 focus. Pick one clinical lever that you can get great at scaling inside your practice. And look, implants are one of the cleanest, fastest, and easiest levers when done the right way. They raise average value per hour. They reduce dependence on constant new patient churn, and they create a more complete care practice identity. But here's the key. Don't make implants your 2026 goal. Make green light implants your 2026 system. Meaning, you're not trying to become a full arch hero overnight. You're installing predictable, single tooth, and straightforward cases with a workflow you and your team can repeat. Here's the simple action step. In Q1, pick one implant day per month, just one implant day, or 2 half days per month, and protect it. Not when we get around to it, not if a patient schedules or when we get a patient, a real block. Because here's what happens in most practices. Implants stay theoretical, or implant growth stays theoretical because the calendar never makes them real. If it's not on the schedule, it's not a goal. It's a wish. And if you're thinking, T-Bone, we're too busy to block time, that's exactly why you need to. Busy without intention is how profit slowly dies. Third, we want to protect your calendar like a CEO. I don't like that word, but I want it to resonate with you. This is the identity shift for the year 2026. Say this to yourself. I'm not a firefighter dentist. I'm a leader building a business that gives my team stability and gives my family freedom. Now, let's make that real. 3 non-negotiable blocks. Number 1, a production block. Protect your highest value dentistry. Number 2, new patient access blocks. Protect the front door of your business to allow patients to come in. Number 3, a leadership block. Protect the owner's seat. You've got to allow time to work on your business, not just in your business, even if it's only 60 minutes. A protected schedule reduces drama because it forces prioritization. And if you don't block leadership time, ownership will always feel like a second job because you'll only lead in between patients, tired and reactive. Most dentists think leadership happens when they have time. Real leaders schedule leadership first, and magically the time shows up. So here's the weekly move. Every week ask, what's the one thing we're doing this week that protects margin? Not 10 things, one thing. One win creates momentum. Momentum creates hope. Hope creates action. Let me land this with what I want you to carry into 2026. You don't need a brand new life. You need a tighter system and a stronger identity. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not stuck. You are 1/4 away from the life and freedom that you want, that you can run this practice with clarity, confidence, and profit. So here's your 2026 kickoff challenge. Do the 60-minute profit leak audit. Pick one signature move for Q1. Install 3 non-negotiable blocks on the calendar. And if you do nothing else, do this. Stop measuring success by how busy you are. Start measuring about how free you're becoming. Because the goal isn't to win dentistry. The goal is to build a business that serves your patients and serves your life. All right. Let's go make 2026 the year you get your belief back. I'm T-Bone, and this is the Dentistry Made Simple. And if we can help you on your journey and your practice freedom, give us a buzz at 3D Dentist. We're looking forward to helping you out.